Hello po sa lahat. Muli po ay pagpapatuloy natin ang ating pag-aaral, pulse diagnosis, intermittent pulse, consistently irregular, regular, intermittent, DIMI. The three irregular pulses are the knotted, intermittent, and skipping. Intermittent pulse, or DIMI, unlike the knotted pulse, the intermittent or regularly interrupted pulse is regular in terms of which beats it skips. After it has skipped a beat, it will feel like the pulse waits momentarily before it starts beating again. So, ibig sabihin po nun, pagkatapos niyang pumintig, humihinto siya. Yan. Tapos, pag huminto po siya na hindi natin nararamdaman, then magbibit siya uli. So, this is because she is so weak that is unable to keep blood in motion. So, yan po yung explanation na no. Pag napakahinap po nung chi, humihinto siya para parang manguha uli siya ng lakas para makapagpintig siya. Yon, para maitulak niya uli yung dugo. And the body must gain strength before it can move blood again. It may be necessary to feel the pulse for a long time before it skips a beat, perhaps as many as 50 beats. The intermittent pulse arises in deficient condition. So yung sobrang mga mahihina na po mga deficient na yung condition ng pasyente. Ang mahina talaga sa kanila yung puso. So heart and one or more the other sang organs. So pwede raw po pati yung sang organs ay mahina na pag intermittent pulse na po yung ating naramdaman. So ang pattern of imbalance po nito ay sang organ deficiency. Ibig sabihin, yung partner ng Fu ay deficient na. Ayan po yung ating pulse description. Madali po natin ma-imagine ano paano yung pagpintig ng pulso. The intermittent pulse is stopped at regular intervals. So regular po, hinto siya, halimbawa 2 beat, then hinto, bibit uli. So it may be slow, rapid, or a normal rate. After stopping, it gives the impression of taking a long time to start again. Yun. Pero regular mo siyang mararamdaman. Halimbawa, yun nga, yung 2 pintig, then hihinto siya, then 2 pintig uli, hinto, 2 pintig uli. Yan pa sa drawing natin. In order to establish whether a pulse is intermittent or not. So it is important to count the beats for a long time because it may stop only once in every 50 beats. Consistently irregular pulse. Isang uri naman po ito, o DIMI. So ang description po nito, the pulse poses at regular intervals. Humihinto po siya, pero regular ang pagpintig. Halimbawa yun, pwede sa drawing 3 beats, hinto. 3 beats uli, hinto. Yun, ganun po. After the pause, the pulse will then resume. So yung key points po nito, regularly nagkakaroon ng missed beats, long pauses. Other translation po nito, intermittent, regularly intermittent. Yun. So, yun po yung pulse image. Consistent ibig sabihin, pare-pareho pero humihinto siya ng matagal din, pipintig ulit. Consistently irregular. So, ang indication po nito, pag-exist syndrome, consistently irregular and rapid. So, pag-exist pa, lagi nating tandaan. So, pag merong WIN syndrome, pag may pain at mayroon pong mga emotional shock. So, excess syndrome pa makikita natin, consistently irregular and rapid. Pag deficiency syndrome naman, consistently irregular and forceless. Deficient, laging yung keyword is forceless. So, nagkakaroon po yung Qi and blood deficiency, ang pinangkagalingan po nito. Then, Sang-Fu organ Qi deficiency. In biomedicine, so, arrhythmia caused by myocardial infarction, coronary heart disease, cardiomyopathy, myocarditis, hypertensive heart disease, pulmonary heart disease, cardiac insufficiency, coupled rhythm of extrasystolis or atrioventricular block. Correct na lang po ninyo yung aking pronunciation doon. So, lahat po yan sakit ng puso. Ano? So, consistent irregular pulse po ang mararamdaman nun. Pathogenesis po, may pain, emotional shock, or pathogenic factors, cause of chi stagnation, resulting in the intermittent pulse. The declining sangpo organ, pag deficiency syndrome po, nagdi-decline na yung sangpo organs at saka chi. So, talagang malala na to. Yung blood, hindi na po siya nagpo-flow ng maayos sa blood vessel. Kaya, ang pulse po ay forceless. Tsaka yung beat ay regular, hindi na po siya regular na nagbibit, regularly miss. Kumbaga, yun nga, pipintig tapos nawawala. Remarks po nito, in cases of congenital variation, this pulse could prove to be the normal pulse for some individuals. This pulse can also be found during the second and third month of pregnancy, at which time it is again considered normal. Sa mga buntis daw po. Pero syempre, pag nakaramdam tayo ng ganon, refer na lang natin sa doktor for sure na normal nga yung kalagayan kung buntis. Kasi irregular pulse to eh. So yung clinical significance po nito, the intermittent pulse always indicates a heart disharmony, but also the severe depletion of yin organs. The simple question, sabi dun sa chapter 17, ang intermittent pulse daw ay nagsasabi ng depletion of chi. So the intermittent pulse is seen mostly frequently in severe deficiency of heart chi and spleen chi. The shorter the intervals at which it stops, the more yin organs are diseased. So pag shorter po, tandaan natin, pag shorter daw yung interval, pipintig, then hindi masyadong matagal pintig uli. Pintig ng dalawa, then mawawala, then pintig uli. Pag ano daw pa, yin organ yung may disease. So yung clinical significance, according to chapter 5 naman, of spiritual axis, if the pulse halts every 50 beats, one yin organ is diseased. So kung naka 50 beats saka siya nag-i-skip, isang yin lang daw na organ. Ano ba yung mga yin organ natin? Example dito yung heart. So yung mga yin organ natin. If it is halved every 40 beats, so pag mas pabagal mas pakonti, two yin organs are diseased. Yun. If it halves every 30 beats, three yin organs are diseased. Madali naman nating tandaan kasi yung 30, tatlong organ na daw yung yin organ na may disease. If halves every 20 beats, four yin organs are diseased. O pag 20 beats, halimbawa, nagbilang na kayo, inurasan na ninyo, sa 20 beats lang, nag-skip. Yung po ay apat na raw pong yin organ ang may disease. So, and if it's halves every 10 beats, pag every 10 beats naman, lahat na raw pong yin organ ay may disease. So, if the pulse stop regularly after less than 4 beats, pag 4 beats na lang, huminto. So, nagsasabi na po ito ng serious condition. Papuntahin na po ninyo sa hospital yon. So, mahalaga po itong mga counts na to. Ulitin natin. Pag 4, ibig sabihin serious condition na yan. Pag 20, lahat ng organ na yin organ ay may disease na. Pag 30 beats, tatlong yin organ. Pag 40 beats, ilang organ? 2 ang may disease. Pag 50 beats, isang yin organ ang may disease. So, the intermittent pulse may also indicate shock. Strangely, sa old Chinese book, ang sabi po, ang intermittent pulse around 100 days of pregnancy is normal. So kung 100 days, batay po dun sa libro ng mga incheck, normal daw po yun. Common condition that present with an intermittent pulse include heart disease, chest painful obstruction, syndrome, and some menstrual disorder. So may intermittent pulse din po yun. Ito po yung ating summary. Intermittent pulse, summary of clinical significance. May heart disharmony po siya, or may shock, then may problem ang mga yin organs. So nagkakaroon po ito ng combination. So pag intermittent, slow, syempre slow, indicates exhaustion of the original chi. Yung original chi, involved po dyan ang kidney. Kasi andun nakatago yung ating manang enerhiya. Intermittent rapid, so indicates heat occurring against the background of heart disharmony. Intermittent overflowing indicates the location of disease. Nasa connecting channels po siya. Sa mga connecting channels, So pag rapid, nasa may yung talagang may heart disharmony. Ito. So pag intermittent fine dip, nagsasabi po ito ng severe chi deficiency. Possible po kung nagkakaroon daw ng chronic diarrhea. Pag intermittent fine, minute, nagsasabi ito ng sobrang wala ka ng body fluid, exhaustion of body fluids. Nawawala na yung mga fluids sa katawan mo. Intermittent natin, nagsasabi po ito ng, siyempre, heart disease. So, occurring against the background of heart-yang deficiency. Ang mas mababa ay ang yang ng ating puso. Na yun yung nagkukuman din para mag-distribute ng dugo. I-move niya yung mga dugo. Papunta dun sa mga vessels, dun sa mga organs. So, differentiation of similar pulses. The knotted pulse is slow and stop at irregular intervals. So, tandaan po natin, yung knotted, slow siya at huminto siya irregular intervals. Ang ibig sabihin po nun, pipitik ng 3, stop, pwedeng pipitik uli 2, stop, pwedeng pipitik uli ng 1. So, irregular po. Whereas the intermittent pulse may be slow, rapid, or normal rate and stop at regular intervals. Ibig sabihin yung regular, kung umistop siya 2 pitik, stop, 2 pitik, stop, 2 pitik, stop. Yun po yung pagkakaiba ng knotted at saka ng intermittent. Next is slow irregular pulse o GMI. So ang description po nito, the pulse is slow with irregular missed beats. Ganun din pa, irregular din. After the missed beats, the pulse immediately resume. Pag pitik, mawawala, then pipitik uli. Pero magkaibang bilang yung pitik, tulad ng sa drawing. So yung key points niya is slow, irregular pulses. So other translation, knotted bound. So kanyan po yung yung kanyang drawing. 60 beats per minute. Pero iba-iba yung kanyang intervals. Okay po. So indication po nito, pag XC syndrome, nagsasabi po ito na may stagnation or cold or may tumor or mass. Pag deficiency syndrome, syempre sa puso po, heart deficiency. So in biomedicine, heart coronary disease, rheumatic heart disease, hypertensive cardiopathy, pulmonary heart disease, and myocarditis. Yan po, lahat po sakit sa puso. Pathogenesis, pathogenic factors stagnate within the vessels, which block blood circulation, thus keeping the pulse slow and intermittent. So yun, yung pathogenic factor po yung pumaharang dun mismo sa daan ng dugo. Kaya hindi po siya makadaloy. If the chi, kung sa deficiency naman, if the chi and blood are not sufficient to fill the vessels, so kukunti hindi napupuno yung inyong blood vessel. Yung pathogen po, insert itself into the vessel. Parang dahil konti yung dugo dun sa inyong blood vessel, sisingit ngayon yung pathogens doon. Halimbawa yung lamig, yun, yung kalahati nun ay dugo, yung kalahati nun ay yung lamig or yung hangin. So, and cause the pulse to slow and miss beats irregularly. Yun, kung ang sumingit doon yung mga lamig, babagal. Pero kung ang sumingit init, bibilis siya. Yun. So, doon po, nai-imagine po natin kung paano pumapasok yung mga pathogens dun sa ating blood vessels. So, remarks, in cases of congenital variation, this pulse could prove to be the normal pulse for some individuals. Kung meron pong congenital variation daw, normal. So, yan po yung slow irregular pulses and its indication. Next is hasty. So, the hasty pulse is rapid and stop at irregular interval. Ito naman po rapid. So, pag rapid po, alam natin na hit yan. Whereas the intermittent pulse may be slow, rapid, or normal rate and stop at regular intervals. So, pagkakaiba po nila, ang hasty, irregular intervals. In-explain na po natin kanina ano ba yung irregular. Pipitik ng dalawa, hihinto, pipitik ng tatlo, hihinto, pipitik ng apat, yun ang irregular intervals, yun ang hasty. Samantalang ang intermittent, pipitik ng dalawa, hinto, pipitik ng dalawa, hinto, pipitik. Pareho yung pagpitik na nararamdaman natin. Okay po. So, next is rapid irregular pulse. HUMAI. Description po nito, the pulse beats rapidly with irregular pulse. Irregular pulses. So, traditional description, it feels very agitated and urgent, like a man running and suddenly falling down. Ayan, ganda po ng description, Key points, rapid, irregular pulses. Other translation, hasty, abrupt, skipping. Ayan po yung pulse image. Parang doon tumatakbo. Pipitik ng mabilis, 4 na pintig, mararamdaman nyo sa kamay nyo, then mawawala. Then pipitik uli, 3 na lang, mawawala. Pipitik uli, pwedeng 1, mawawala. Pipitik uli, 4. Ganun po yung rapid irregular pulse. So, ang indication po nito, pag-exist syndrome, rapid, irregular, and forceful. So, pag forceful po, excessive yan or may stagnation. Ang deficiency naman ng some organs, ang mararamdaman natin ay rapid, irregular, forceless, mabilis, pero irregular tapos walang lakas. So, yun po yung yin and yang disharmony. So, in biomedicine, excitation of sympathetic nerve or yung may infectious or viral pathological changes in the myocardium or sinus tachycardia accompanied with obvious sinus irregularity. So, ayun, sa puso pa rin po siya, So, pathogenesis. When excessive heat accelerate the blood circulation, the pulse will be rapid. Pag pumasok po dun sa ating veins yung init, ngayon, pabibilisin niya ngayon yung sirkulasyon ng dugo. So, ang magiging pulso natin, bibilis. When stagnation of pathogen causes blockades, pagpasok niya, then may stagnation, the pulse will be irregular. Pagpasok ng init, magbabara. So, doon po yun, hindi na natin mararamdaman yung regular na beatings. Kundi huminto siya Kaya pag huminto yung flow, hinto rin yung pagpitik. So, excess heat can give rise to stagnation. And stagnation can cause heat. Siyempre, kung nagbara na, iinit po yun. Kasi naka-stuck Yun. Then, magpipintig siya uli. Mas mabilis. Kasi heat na yung na-produce. Okay, next is yin deficiency. Give rise to rapid pulse. Pangkulang din po In time, this leads to a deficiency of yang, which limits the heart ability to push the blood resulting in irregular pulses. Ano naman ang ginawa nun? Pag kulang po yung yin, siyempre yung yin, andun yung blood natin. Yung blood is yin. So, papabilisin po niya yung pintig. Then, dahil mabilis yung pintig, yung heart naman po, hindi niya magampanan yung tamang pagdaloy. Pinupush po niya yung dugo dun sa ating veins. Nang napupush niya agad, kaya irregular po yung pintig nating nararamdaman. Ano po yung ginagawa ng deficiency? Then in cases of congenital variation, this pulse could prove to be the normal pulse of some individuals. So kung may congenital problem po siya, nagiging normal po ito sa iba. Thank you po for your attention.